I'm on a mission to start a brand new online business and get it to $3,000 to $5,000 completely from scratch. And for most people, this process will take months and months. But what if I told you that I plan on doing this in the next 30 days? So let's make some money. Here's the plan. So the specific business model that I'll be starting is what's called a lead generation agency. And pretty much how it works is I'll be connecting businesses with their potential customers or clients. And how I'll be doing that would be doing something called a cold email. So use this as an example. Let's say there's a website development agency and they obviously build websites for, let's say, lawyers. What I'll be doing as a lead generation agency is I'll be working with a website development agency and basically connecting them with lawyers who want new websites. And I'll be doing this completely by using something called a cold email. And pretty much a cold email is essentially a sales pitch that is sent over an email, basically telling the lawyers, hey, here's what we'll do for you. If you're interested, why don't we set up a time to chat? So that's what I'll be doing. And this is the same business that I started back in October 2022. And by starting my lead generation agency, I was able to hit my first $10,000 month within my first 3 months. And I was actually able to scale it to consistent $50,000 to $60,000 months. Now, in complete transparency, I still run that lead generation agency, but this time around, I'll be starting with a completely brand new business name. I'll be picking a niche. I'll be writing my own cold emails. I'll be taking my own sales calls, and I'll be starting from scratch. So no team members, no employees, and I'll be basically doing what anyone else would be doing if they're starting a brand new lead generation agency completely from scratch. The reason I'm doing it is because I kind of just want to prove to myself that literally anyone can start a lead generation agency and sign their first client and get to $3,000 to $5,000 in the next 30 days. And I'll be documenting the entire journey step by step. So today's day 1 of the process. I have 30 days to actually do this or else I failed the challenge. And pretty much what I did was I actually put together a list of all the things I need to do within the next 30 days in order to actually start this business off the ground and sign my first client. So here's actually the list that I put together. As you can see, I put day 1, and what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be picking a business name, I'm gonna be setting up the email automation software, picking a niche, conducting the research, creating the offers, cold emails, and doing the leads list. And these are all things that can be very easily done probably by today, to be honest, and I'll be walking you through the entire process. So I actually got a head start because today is January 8th, but right before the New Year's, I actually went and I actually already bought completely brand new domains. I actually set up the email accounts. Here I'm inside of SmartLead, and as you can see, I set up 30 email accounts and they're actually all warming right now, right? And as you can see, my email campaigns, I started it on December 28th, like the warming process, and I could technically use them 14 days after that, which would take place coming Friday. Now, you might be wondering what exactly is the warming process. So pretty much how you want to think about it is because what we're doing is we're using cold emails to, number 1, reach out to businesses and land a client for ourselves. But in order to actually cold email successfully, what we have to do is we have to do something called warming. Because you can't just buy a bunch of domains, a bunch of brand new email accounts, and just start blasting cold emails from day 1. What you got to do is you got to slowly ramp up those cold emails, basically stimulating what an actual email would look like if you were just doing it from scratch and just manually doing it. And pretty much I'll be using an automation software called smartly.ai to actually do this. So basically that warming process, it takes 2 weeks, it takes 14 days. And basically my goal is to build out the rest of the business and do everything else in between that 14-day period. And spoiler, it really doesn't even take 14 days. This is a process that if you have 1 to 3 days, probably a couple hours, you're actually able to build out the entire business and you're just basically waiting for the emails to finish warming. And as I did set up 30 email accounts, it really didn't take me that long. I think it took me around an hour to actually do this. 30 minutes to an hour to actually do this is actually a pretty quick and simple process. And that's basically what it is. It actually did cost me around $250 to $300. I'm in Canada, so it cost me around $300. But to be honest, I think that's a pretty good ROI because if I can make back at least $3,000 in the next 30 days, I'm essentially turning $300 into $3,000. So basically a 10x ROI. But what I'll be doing for the rest of the day is picking a niche, conducting research on the niche, writing an offer, writing a cold emails, and building out my VSL, my video sales letter. And right now it's actually 12:49. And what I'll be doing is I'll be proving to you that you're actually able to do all of these things by, within a few hours. And my goal is by the end of today, by 5 or 6 p.m., I'm gonna have all of these things done, meaning that, it'll take me 3 to 4 hours of just sitting there doing the stuff at my computer to actually build this business. And I'll actually be doing this at a coffee shop just to show you that you don't even need to be doing this completely at home. If you have a laptop, you have the internet, you'll be able to do this. So let's get it going. All right, so I actually just made it to the coffee shop. If it's a little loud, that's the reason why. But pretty much I'll be working here for the next few hours and just bang out the foundations of the business. And to be honest, I really don't think that this is a process that'll take a really, really long time. Probably take me 2 or 3 hours to do that. And I'll be documenting that entire process right now. All right, so right now it's 3:47 p.m. So I've been working for literally the last 2 to 3 hours, and I actually got a lot of stuff done, right? And I pretty much have the fundamentals of what it takes to get this business, get my lead generation agency off the ground. So let me just show you real quick what I was actually working on over the last 2 to 3 hours. Let's see. So pretty much this is all of the stuff that I was able to do today, right? So I actually built out this document. And over the last 2 to 3 hours, I actually built out everything, right? So I picked a niche, which is going to be marketing agencies. I'm just going to be selling to them. I did some research, right? A lot of those stuff with the market size, the growth, stuff like that, how much they charge. I think that's a pretty important thing. I did a lot of research and I actually built out my offer, which is essentially a sentence of what I'll be doing for marketing agencies and how I can specifically help them. And I actually wrote out my cold emails that I'll be using, right? So I'm actually going to be sending 5 cold emails to them, right? Because obviously the first cold email over here and then a bunch of follow-ups. But that's pretty much what I've been doing. I also built my leads list, which is a list of marketing agencies that I'll actually be selling to. Here's kind of what that looks like right over here. And I was actually able to build it, and I actually got started on my video sales letter, which is essentially a marketing sales letter that I'm going to be filming that kind of walks through my service and how I can, help these marketing agencies out. And I know maybe this looks like it's a lot of work, but really, it really isn't, because I'm actually leveraging a lot of AIs like ChatGPT, things like that, to really expedite my process, right? So I'm not just like manually typing all this stuff out. I'm literally using ChatGPT to help me so I can get that background information to make sure that I succeed with this and I'm not just wasting a ton of time, right? It's about working smarter, not necessarily about working harder. So my next step, and that's pretty much what I have done today for day 1 of building my lead generation agency. My cold emails are actually warming, and I'll be able to start sending my very first cold email out coming Friday, because I started my email account on December 28th. Took me like an hour to set that up, and I haven't really done anything since, right? So what I'll be doing is tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing out my video sales letter. Again, right, the marketing letter, the sales video that I'm going to be creating that walks through my service and my products and how I can help these marketing agencies. And I'm just going to be filming it, and I'll be getting everything ready to go for my cold email campaign that I'll be launching Friday. So that's pretty much what I had done today. So this is day 1. So I'm actually just walking back to the car right now from the coffee shop, and kind of the purpose why I am creating this series or this video is just really to show people and debunk the myth that it really doesn't take that much time to start a business, right? A lot of people think that starting a business is like, it takes like 40 hours worth of work and, all of these different things, but it really doesn't take that much work, especially if you know what you're doing, right? So that's kind of like the purpose of why I'm filming this video. What I'll be doing next is I'm just going to be going to the gym, getting my workout in, and I'll see you on day 2. And while I was walking to the car just now, just noticed there's a ton of bird poo on my car, right? So I live in Toronto, and these birds be going crazy. Like I clean my car like literally like every 2 or 3 days, and there's always bird poo, which kind of sucks. Hey, so today is a new day, and pretty much what I'm about to do today is I'm going to be filming what's called a video sales letter. So essentially what a video sales letter is kind of like a video that I'm just going to film one time, where I'm just walking people through my services, who I help, which, for my niche, I'm going to be selling lead generation services to marketing agencies. So pretty much I'm just going to be filming kind of like a video where I walk marketing agencies through my entire service, how I can specifically help them, like how the cold email stuff works, just all of this other stuff. And I'm literally about to film that video. It's like I think it's gonna be like a 30-minute video. I'm literally about to film it. I have like my camera, my laptop, stuff like that set up. And let me actually just show you really quick what that looks like. So here's actually what that presentation looks like. As you can see, it's literally just a bunch of images and stuff like that. And basically, I'm just gonna be walking people through how like my entire system works. Like the specific step-by-step process. As you can see, like I have like the camera set up, like that's literally me right there. And I have the camera set up, and I'm literally just going to be sharing my screen, and I'm going to be talking about this. And that's basically what that is going to look like. So I'll see you guys once it is finished filming. So I actually just finished filming the VSL. I had it like edited through like CapCut. It took me like I basically don't edit my videos. Maybe the one you're watching right now, I actually do edit it, but pretty much most of my other YouTube videos, I don't really edit it, and including this video sales letter that I just filmed that's gonna help me with my lead generation agency. It's a very raw video, and I'm not doing any editing to it. I filmed it, it was like a 30-minute video, and I just slapped it up to YouTube. And let me just show you what that kind of looks like right now. So here's actually my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm almost close to 10,000 subscribers. I guess depending on when you watch this video, maybe I would have passed that mark. But here's actually my VSL. And right now, this is a unlisted video. I think I'm gonna keep it unlisted, just for the purpose and the fact that my YouTube channel is more geared towards teaching people how to start a lead generation agency, while this VSL video over here is going to be more towards business owners, right? Because I'm going to be selling to marketing agencies, and I really don't want to, have it on YouTube and confuse a bunch of people and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to keep that video unlisted. I think the other thing too, right, more importantly, is I'm very certain that this video sales letter will work, and it will not only work, but it'll click really hard. And I just don't want like 2,000 people, 3,000 people, however people many watch this video. I just don't want them to, just blatantly copy me, right? And make this, make basically this not work anymore, right? But I am sharing it with the people that I am working with one-on-one, helping them build up their own lead generation agency. I literally share with them the VSL. I literally broke it down for them as well, where I play it step, minute by minute. I'm like, here's what I'm saying, here's why I'm saying it. So if you want to see specifically, right, I actually do have a consulting program, and you should probably join, right? If you want to follow me along for this challenge and see specifically what I'm doing, right? My research on the niche, the specific cold emails I'm using, the specific VSL and specific sales calls recording. I might upload the sales call recording onto YouTube, but I might not. I don't know. We'll see, right? It's kind of too soon, right? We're actually starting the cold email campaign tomorrow, so I expect to probably get a reply. Probably my first sales call from this business, probably sometime next week. That's kind of my expectation for this. And hopefully get my first client within the next 7 days, I'd say, right? Today is Friday, January 10th. So hopefully a week from now, I would have my first client with this, right? And what I will say as a caveat is, if you're watching this video and you're seeing me do all of these things, they're honestly not super hard to do. And it honestly doesn't take that much time either. But the caveat is, I've also done this before, right? Like I currently have a lead generation agency that's making 50 to 60 grand a month, right? My best month was 80 grand, right? So I very clearly know what I'm doing. And that's why it doesn't really take me that long to, let's say, make this, presentation for the video sales letter and also record it. Cause I've just done so many of them, and I know exactly what the market wants, how to position what I have, and more importantly, how to sell it, right? So you might be watching this video and you could probably figure this out and get some results. But just don't expect to be able to get the results the same way I am, just because I actually do this for a full-time thing, and I've been doing it for the last few years, and I just know what I'm doing, right? I have all the knowledge and I know exactly how to implement it. But that's basically today. We filmed the VSL. Tomorrow I'll be setting up the cold email campaign and getting it ready to go live, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so today is day 3. Today is Saturday, January the 11th, and I literally just came back from the gym around an hour, 2 hours ago. And I spent like the last 30 minutes just setting up my cold email campaign. So just to give you another update on what I've been doing ever since, 2 days ago when I went to the coffee shop, pretty much I built out, I figured out my niche, I built out my offer, I wrote my cold emails. Yesterday, I filmed my video sales letter. So the video that I filmed one time, I'll be using to send to people to really sell my service. And pretty much what I've done since today is, for last 30 minutes, all I did was just set up and get my leads list. I downloaded it off of Apollo, I scraped it, I verified it, all of that stuff. And I literally just took the cold emails that I wrote from the other day at the coffee shop, I copied it, and I moved it into Smart Lead, and pretty much I have my cold email campaign, and it's actually going to start sending tomorrow, which is a Sunday. So a lot of people ask me, Jimmy, do you like to send cold emails on the weekends? The answer to that is I like to send cold emails just 24/7, because at the end of the day, reaching out to someone, even if it's on a Saturday or Sunday, you're still going to yield better results than not reaching out to people at all. And that's kind of my overall mindset around this topic. So actually, let me just show you really quick. So here's actually my campaign that I set up. It's called January 2025 B2B campaign. I literally set this up literally 30 minutes ago. And my campaign is gonna start tomorrow on January 12th at 9 a.m. EST. Right now, I got around 2,000 leads. I could have went more, but I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'll get some results with just 2,000 leads. Let me just move that in first for the sake of time. And pretty much I was able to just set up this whole campaign. I'm probably not going to just share, exactly the cold email copy and what the words I'm saying is using. And so pretty much what I'll be doing from here is my cold email campaign is going to start sending tomorrow at 9 a.m. So first thing in the morning. I'm set it at sending 300 cold emails per day. Again, right, I'm not manually sending these cold emails. The software that you see is called smartly.ai. It's pretty much an automation software, meaning I don't have to I'm not the guy basically just sitting there pressing send every single day for all of these emails. It kind of does it automatically for me. And pretty much once this campaign gets going, tomorrow is a Sunday, but I should start getting some replies. I'm sending 300 cold emails. I'll probably get somewhere between 10 and 15 replies, maybe some positive replies, and maybe book a sales call headed into the week. But that's obviously also not my expectation because it is a Sunday. But it's gonna start tomorrow and it's gonna continuously send over the coming days, over the coming weeks. And my goal for this campaign, this first campaign, is by the end of this week. So right now it's Saturday. By the end of 7 days from now, next Saturday, I want to have at least one legitimate qualified sales call with someone. I don't know if I'll close the person, but my expectation is to have at least minimum one sales call. Most likely it should be more, but I'll just set it at one for now. And that's basically what it is. So pretty much that's basically how the business just kind of works, right? Most of the work, I think there's two components of it. The first type of work is kind of just setting everything up. So setting up the email accounts, that's probably going to take 30 minutes to an hour. Picking the niche, writing the offer, writing the cold emails, that's probably going to take 1 to 2 hours. Writing the video sales letter, the actual VSL that you're using, that might actually take a while. So I think it took me 2 or 3 hours to put that together. And then obviously setting up this cold email campaign, which literally took me 30 minutes to do. And I think all in all, that was probably maybe somewhere between 5 and 7 or 8 hours worth of work spread across 3 or 4 days, right? And it's very, very manageable if you are you're working a job right now, a very demanding job, or you're in school, or you got just a bunch of other responsibilities. You really don't need to spend 40 hours in a week in order to set this up, right? It literally takes somewhere between 5 and 10 hours in total just to get this off the ground. Once this is going, pretty much the only work left after that is just replying back to emails and taking sales calls, and then signing some clients, and then working directly with those clients. And I'll be documenting this every step of the way. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so today is Monday, January the 20th. And I've just been kind of busy over the last few days, and I kind of just forgot about these vlogs. But then I woke up today and my cold email campaigns have been going on for roughly a week now. So it's been sending for a week. We started last Sunday. And it's looking pretty good so far. So just to give you a little bit more outlook, what we're doing with the cold email campaigns is I'm targeting marketing agencies. I'm sending them a cold email, basically, hey, if you're a marketing agency, we can help you book sales calls by leveraging our cold email process. And then we're looking for replies. And then the people who do reply, I'm sending over a video, so that VSL that I put together 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago. And if people are interested, I then book them in for a sales call. So far, it's pretty promising. I actually had 2 sales calls this morning. Unfortunately, couldn't close either of them. They're kind of duds. So one of them was just asking me for a proposal, and the other one wasn't looking to add a cold email into his business for the foreseeable future. He wanted to do this later this year in Q3 or Q4. And that's just the way it is, right? That's called sales, right? You can't close every single person. But I still have one more call later today, and I also have a call tomorrow. So far in the last week, I booked 4 sales calls for my own lead generation agency. And let me actually show you really quick what that KPIs for the cold email campaign is kind of looking like. All right, so this is my cold email campaign. I launched it on January 11th, 2024. So today is Monday, January the 20th. And as you can see, I sent 4,000 cold emails in total. I got a little bit over 58% open rate. So 2,500 people opened it. I got 107 replies. Of that, 17 people replied back positively. So 107 people just emailed me saying, oh yeah, not interested or out of office. 17 people wanted to see the video sales letter. And I was able to book 4 sales calls from this cold email campaign that I literally launched last week. So then the overall goal for this upcoming week is to sign our first deal, right? Because we sent 4,000 cold emails so far. I got 4 sales calls. And I'm very confident that we're gonna close a deal. Usually speaking, if I talk to 10 people, I'm probably gonna close 3 or 4 of those people onto a closed deal. I think what I'm gonna charge is I'm probably gonna charge $2,500 to $3,000 upfront, USD. That was from Taobao, 2.5K USD upfront. Again, right, I'm not leveraging any case studies, any experience, any testimonials. So it's obviously gonna be harder than if I purposely went out of my way and was like, oh yeah, I work with this company and that company. But again, right, I think there is beauty in the process of starting for the very first time and just getting things going. And I'm very confident that by the end of this week, so today is Monday, by the end of this week, I would have my first closed deal for my own lead generation agency, meaning I would have made money within my first month of starting my own lead generation agency. So I'll keep you guys updated on what goes on in the sales call that's happening in literally 12 minutes from now. And hopefully that's the one. I'll talk to you guys soon. So our entire service, it's $3,000 just to set everything up. So it'll be $3,000 right now. So where would we like to go from here, Vanessa?
I guess we can start today.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, we just closed our very first deal for my brand new lead generation agency. It took 4 sales calls to do that. I signed my very first client literally 1 week after I launched my cold email campaign. I launched it last Sunday. So actually 8 days to be more specific, but basically a week, right? And I started this brand new lead generation agency literally at the beginning of January. Well, actually, I cheated a little bit because I set up all the email accounts and domains and stuff like that on December 28th. But honestly, I didn't do anything other than set up those email accounts and buy them and stuff like that. And I didn't do anything until the first week of January. You guys were here for along with the journey, and I just signed my very first client for $2,500 USD. And just to prove this to be true, I actually have my Stripe over here. And let me just refresh this, and hopefully this zooms. Give me a sec. Okay, cool. So as you can see, $3,000 Canadian, right? The currency is pretty bad here in Canada, but it is 2.5K USD. Converted over to Canada. That's, my Stripe, because again, I am from Canada, so it automatically does the payments. And we just signed our very first clients. So you guys were here along for the journey, and you guys kind of witnessed everything that I did, right? And I would say in terms of hours, I think in total, I probably spent maybe 10 to 15 hours on total. I think in terms of the hours breakdown, most of that was spent up front, just setting everything up. For example, writing out the cold emails, researching my niche, which is marketing agencies, that's who I was selling to, coming up with my video sales letter, actually filming it, and just taking 4 sales calls, right? I actually wanted them no-showed. So I took 3 live sales calls. Each of those sales calls are between 30 and 40 minutes long, depending on, what I was talking about and stuff like that. And I would say it was all between 10 and 15 hours worth of work spread across, over the course of literally the last 3 months. Today is January 20th. So it's literally been 3 weeks, right? And I made literally 2.5K. And if I was taking this very, very seriously, where this is my very my full-time business and is my primary vehicle to make money, I'd be just ramping this up and just signing way more clients, because one client is paying me literally 2.5K. So if I only get 3 or 4 more of these, I'll be at $10,000 per month, because that's the beauty of this business model, a lead generation agency. I don't need to go out and, sign 20 different people or, sell to 50 different people in order to make a decent amount of money. One client is 2.5K. 2 clients, that's literally $5,000 a month. 4 clients, that's 10 grand. So where do we go from here? So the very next step is to actually deliver the service. Now, obviously, that's more of a long-term arrangement. And what I'll be doing is I'll be moving this new client over to my actual lead generation agency, the one that I've been running for literally the last 2 years, the one that consistently makes between $50,000 and $60,000 per month, simply because we do have the infrastructure. And the purpose of this video was for this challenge, where I literally started a brand new lead generation agency and signed my first client within 30 days. And honestly, we beat that by quite a large amount, right? And what I will say is, hopefully this video proves to you that literally anyone can start a brand new lead generation agency 0 case studies, 0 testimonials, 0 reviews, and sign their first client that literally pays them a few $1,000s, right? Now, as a caveat, what I will say is I obviously know what I'm doing, right? Again, right, I run an actual lead generation agency. I teach people how to start their own lead generation agencies. So obviously, I know exactly how to do this. I've done this hundreds of times, signed hundreds of clients, helped my students, help the people that I help start their lead generation agencies, help them sign all of their clients. So obviously, I know what I'm doing. I've been in the game for 2 years, and I kind of understand the value of just moving quickly and doing the right things in the right order. And that's basically the result, right, of doing the right things in the right way, in the right order, without wasting unnecessary time. I was able to sign my very first client literally in less than 30 days, right? Going from 0 to 2.5K in literally 20-ish days from starting my actual lead generation agency. So that's basically the challenge. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys liked it, make sure to drop me a like. Make sure to drop me a subscribe. This entire YouTube channel is talking about how you can start your own lead generation agency. A lot of the things that I did in today's video, the things that I actually did in order to make money, I literally teach them for free on my YouTube channel, teaching you literally, if you wanted to learn completely for free, you could go and start your own lead generation agency literally today, right? And that's basically what it is. But if you are watching this video and you decide that you want to start a lead generation agency, you're serious about this, you're gonna make this work, and you want to work with me in order to do so, the first link in the description down below will lead you to a website where you will have the opportunity to set up a call with me, directly with me, or maybe someone from my team, it depends on when you're watching this video, and we'll just chat to see if I can actually help you start your own lead generation agency. One of the businesses I do run is called Inbox Lab. It's more of a consulting / mentorship style of business, and pretty much our entire mission is to help regular people start their own lead generation agency and get to $5,000 to $10,000 per month in literally the first 90 days, right? Obviously, I went from 0 to 2.5K in 20 days. And if I was committed to running this business for literally 3 months, I'm very, very confident, very, very certain, really, that'll be well over $10,000 per month, right? So that's basically what it is. If you don't want to work with me, that's completely fine. Again, I have tons of resources on this YouTube channel. Just watch some of those YouTube videos, and as long as you take action, you'll be able to make it. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. It did require a lot of filming over the course of like many days of a couple weeks. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it and found value in this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.